violation of the 62nd Article of War. Specification second, that he, Private Wilkie, when asked by Post Quartermaster Sergeant John Fletcher where he was working and why he was absent from work, did reply in an overbearing and disrespectful manner. This at Fort Mackinaw, Michigan. Charges, Captain.
Thank you. Private Wilkie, you have heard the charges against you. Do you understand the charges?
Yes, sir.
And how do you plead to the first charge and specification?
Not guilty.
And how do you plead to the second charge and specification?
I think I will go with not guilty for that too, sir.
Right. Judge Advocate.
Sir, Private Wilkie, you may be seated.
Thank you, sir.
I would like to remind you, keep a civil tongue in this courtroom, Private.
For you, sir, anything.
At this time, the United States prosecution would like to call Quartermaster Sergeant John Fletcher to the stand. Fletcher, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, sir.
You may lower your hand. Now, it is true on the day in question that you were in charge of Private Wilkie. Yes, sir. You found him in the barracks, neglecting his duty from painting. That is true, sir. Please go ahead with your testimony.
Thank you, sir. I told Private Wilkie that I wanted the officer's stone quarters to be painted by midday, sir. When 12 o'clock rolled around, the building was not painted, sir, and Private Wilkie was nowhere to be found. Upon searching the quartermaster's shop, the commissary, to see if he was getting a drink of water, because it was rather hot that day, sir, I could not find him. I went and looked in the soldiers' barracks, and I found him passed out, sirs, underneath his cot. He was stinking of alcohol, sirs. I woke him up and asked him why he was not finished painting that stone quarters, and all he could do was just mumble incoherent at me, sirs. That's when I dragged him off to the guardhouse. That's where he's been ever since.
Is that all, Sergeant?
That is all, sirs.
Please remain standing. Private Wilkie, you now have the opportunity to question anything the sergeant has said. Would you like to do so at this time?
No, sir.
Thank you, Sergeant Fletcher. You may be seated. Thank you, sir. Captain, at this time, the United States prosecution would like to rest their case. In his own defense, Private Wilkie has prepared a testimony for you, sirs, to hear today. Go ahead. Private Wilkie, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Lower your hand. You remind you to keep a civil tongue and keep this pertinent, Private.
Of course, sir. Well, just like good old Sergeant Fletcher said over there, he did tell me that I was supposed to be painting the stone quarters on the day in question. He wanted the whole thing done by midday. Now, sirs, I don't know if you've seen the stone quarters lately, but it's a big building. Very long, very tall. I didn't think there was any way that I could get it done. But being the good soldier that I am, I went over there and I was trying. I was painting up a storm and I got so hot that morning that I knew I needed a drink of water. Now I came back into the barracks to grab a drink of water, sirs, and I think I grabbed the wrong glass. But it was too late, sirs. The glass was gone in one gulp and I didn't even know what happened. So I figured, it might not be a bad idea to maybe rest a minute. I didn't think it was a good idea to go back out there and try and paint such a nice building in such a condition. I didn't want to mess it up. But because it was so hot, I didn't want to be on my cot with the covers, sirs. I figured it might be a little bit cooler underneath my cot. So I was just trying to calm down, calm my nerves a little and gather myself before I went back to work. And that's when Sergeant Fletcher came in. And he, tried to rouse me and very rude, sir, so I did respond, perhaps a little bit disrespectfully, but I think he deserved it.
The lady in the dress.
He didn't even give me a chance to explain. You see, sirs, I was just trying to do my job. It was an honest mistake, and I really didn't want to go back out there in that condition and paint the building wrong.
Is that quite all, Private Wilkie?
That's all there is, sir. There was just an honest mistake.
Please be seated.
Thank you, sir.
Have you anything else at this time, Lieutenant Davis?
No, at this time, the prosecution and the defense will both rest their cases.
Do you have anything else, Lieutenant O'Connor?
I do not, sirs.
All right, well, at this time, the court will recess to consider its verdict.
And at that point, the court would recess to consider what would be the fate of Private Wilkie. But before show of a hand, who would side with Quartermaster Sergeant John Fletcher and find the private guilty as charged? Right, quite a few of you. All right. Now, on the other hand, who would side with Private Wilkie here and find him innocent? Looks like we've got about a 50-50 split. I think it's safe to say about half of you will be disappointed here today. We cannot change history, so with that, we will step back and reveal that historic verdict as it was handed down on that day back in the 1880s.
All rise. All rise. Private Wilkie, please step forward and some attention. This court finds the accused, Private Amos Wilkie, guilty of the first charge in specification, but attaches no criminality thereto. The court further finds the accused not guilty of the second charge in specification and does hereby acquit him. He will be released from confinement and restored to duty. The Commandant has approved these findings and orders them duly executed.
Thank you, sirs.
Will you please escort Private Wilkie?
Private Wilkie.